Hello, hello, and welcome back to Earth Rose Tarot. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Today is going to be a general tarot love reading for my Scorpios. This is for Scorpio in Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. It is a general tarot love reading. It's not a personal one, so please do take what does resonate for you. Anything that doesn't, leave it for somebody else. And it is a timeless message. It's for whenever you come across this video. Whenever I'm saying anything in this reading, if it resonates for you with the roles reversed, please go ahead and reverse them. Sometimes the whole reading can be flipped, or of course you could be here to find out about Scorpio and you could resonate as the Scorpio in the reading. So thank you for being here as well. If you're new to the channel, huge thank you for trying me out. If you're a returning subscriber, then thank you so much for all the amazing support. It means the world. So for my gorgeous sexy Scorpios, what messages do we have for my Scorpio? Oh, Scorpio, we have love call that came out in reverse. This would say expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you. Well, who's not telling you that they love you? Idiots. Love call in reverse. At the bottom of the deck is not enough. When that came out, it says lacking confidence, self-sabotage, ego and fear, frustrations. Well, yeah. Someone is not telling you how they feel about you and then they're kicking themselves about it. Okay, let's get some more. Or this could have already happened. This could be someone who is very frustrated that they didn't tell you before their feelings for you. Let's see. Scorpio, please. Why are your cards coming out in reverse, Scorpio? This is the butterfly. It would say evolving in growth, next phase, healing inner child, releasing the past. Oh God. Oh, at the bottom of the deck is karmic relationship. Resentments, triggers, perception, intensity and letting go. Well, someone can't let this go as well because of the releasing the past is in reverse. They can't let it go, but they also... Okay, let's see. They can't express themselves. Oh, it feels like someone trying to put a cork in. I just got something like trying to the pressure is building and something. Someone's just stuffed a cork in the end to try and stop it all coming out. I feel like that it's about to blow because this is building so much frustration and it's stagnating as well because someone's not letting it out. Okay, Scorpio. Let's get one more for Scorpio, please, from this deck. Thank you. It's sideways. I'm going to take it sideways. It's not reverse, almost. It's love. It says unconditional love, self-love, wholeness, affection, attraction, selflessness, but it's sideways. At the bottom of the deck is the snake. Competition and enemy, the other woman, look over your shoulder. Oh, giddy aunt. For some of you, this could be about a third party who's trying to well, it could be a karmic who doesn't want to... Whoop, I knocked my crystal over. I'm sorry for that noise. They don't want to let someone move on to the next phase. They are trying to stop them from expressing themselves. Oh, goodness. All right. For Scorpio, please. What do we have for their love reading today? Give me some messages. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Scorpio. It's another card in reverse. It says beauty, charming, graceful, kind-hearted, but it's in reverse. With that in reverse, this could be someone who is technically very physically attractive outwardly, but they are not attractive on the inside. We have possibilities, which says free-spirited, adventure, and risks. Before I shuffle it away, mistakes was at the bottom when that possibilities card came out. Misunderstood, victim, lost soul. Okay. Running in reverse says ghosting, disappearing, invisible, but it's in reverse. Why is running in reverse? Stress, turbulence, tension, arguments. Elusive, dishonesty, deception, trickery. Oh, my days, Scorpio. This is the 5th reading I've done in the last 24 hours, and this is completely out of pocket compared to the others. What on earth is this energy? So, is someone running back towards you after they disappeared, did a disappearing act? They seem very overwhelmed. They might want to have an argument with you. Or this is someone else. Or they're having arguments with someone else. And as a result, they want to come back towards you. Why is beauty in reverse? No, why is beauty in reverse, please? Thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. Apology, forgiveness, return, sorry. It came out on top of the possibilities card. Oh yeah, well, someone who ran from you previously, Scorpio, is hoping and thinking that making some sort of apology to you might give them a chance. Why beauty in reverse, though? Longing, craving, aching, wanting, wow. Finality came out, and releasing is at the bottom of the deck. 2 cards talking about someone walking away here, letting go, moving on, walking away, farewells, leave behind, closure. Oh, Scorpio. Someone could have ended something with somebody else who does not have a kind heart. And maybe it's come out how toxic that person really is, to the point that someone here wants to get the hell away from them. And that could be who they're having arguments with. This person is very overwhelmed. This is probably that pressure building that I had, like that picture in my head of someone who just tried to put a cork in a situation, and it's just like this, just see this balloon or bag of air just filling and filling until it's about to pop. I mean, alright, let's get into the tarot. Scorpio. It's with that snake energy as well. This is like, I just see a snake also like restricting its victim, sucking the air out of it, or trying to like compress it until it pops, funnily enough. Oh, wow. Alright. What can you tell me about this situation for Scorpio, please? Let's get some tarot. We have the 7 of Wands. Talks about... Can talk about persisting, but it could also talk about this kind of resistance, the blockages, someone putting obstacles in somebody's way. Tell me more. The Page of Swords, and the Moon is at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this person pushed you away, Scorpio, so that you didn't find out what was really going on with them. Wow. Ugh. The other element I'm getting, and both things could be the case here, but underneath the Moon we have the Hanged Man and the Devil, which is also a snake in this deck. This would also talk about, the way I'm looking at it as well, the Page of Swords is looking over at the bottom of the deck here. This is someone seeing beneath the surface of somebody, and what they're seeing has changed their mind. Someone is viewing somebody in a completely different light, and it's not a favourable one. They're actually seeing someone's toxic, vile tendencies coming out, that this person might hide, and they might hide it behind a pretty exterior or a handsome exterior. They might seem to be charming and, they might be magnetic, and they might be very attractive, as I said, traditionally or whatever, but it's almost like a trick I just got as well. It tricks people into thinking that they're someone that is kind-hearted, but just, well, it's like that, it's the halo effect, isn't it? If someone is physically, outwardly good looking, we just automatically, it's just psychology. I'm not saying this to be an arse or anything, but if you Google the halo effect, it's literally, if you're more attractive, people just treat you differently and treat you better, and like also just be like, oh, I'm sure they're a great person because they're so hot. It's just the way our brains are wired. But yeah, well, someone has seen what lies beneath. Why the 7 of Wands then? The 4 of Wands. Yeah, I think this was someone that this person was committed to. It was out on top of the 4 of Wands, came out the 7 of Pentacles crossing it. So basically, this is someone that they were persisting to make it work with, or continuing to kind of try and overcome any obstacles that came up. Yeah, persisting to fight the good fight because of everything that had already been invested into the situation, how long they'd been together, how, you know, the kind of what they built together already. Wow. So let's ask, how are you feeling? Did I call you Sagittarius just then? I'm so sorry if I did. I hope I didn't. I actually don't know now, but Scorpio. How is Scorpio feeling about the person who's coming through in this reading? 6 of Cups. How is Scorpio feeling? 6 of Swords sideways. 9 of Pentacles. You feel independent from this person completely and separate from them. I also, but there is something here to say that, you know, you think of them, you might miss them at some times, and you miss the good times you had with them, but at the same time, you can't see a way for the two of you to move forward. Why is that at this point? Why is that? Oh, well. The Hierophant and the 8 of Cups. And the bottom of the deck is the 3 of Swords. So basically, Scorpio, you're kind of saying that you don't see a way for you to move forward with this person as much as you miss them, because they would need to distance themselves from some sort of institution or commitment that they have made, and which could be with this third party. So there is the frustration may also be this person did not express their feelings to you because they were in a commitment with somebody else. So yeah, you're over here single, and you might be missing them, but you just don't see how you guys can move forward, because they'd have to do that, and obviously it would involve breaking, you know, somebody else's heart potentially, or there would be a lot of hurt involved. But tell me, how is this person who's coming through feeling about Scorpio? I just got as well that I feel like if that is the case, what I've described, their partner who's coming through in this snake devil energy has been aware of you, may have also like done their best to make sure this person stopped talking to you, disappeared from your life, you know, even blocked you. I mean, I can't say too much about that other than what I just said, because obviously if you are a committed partner to someone and you feel like your committed partner is developing romantic feelings for somebody else, you might naturally want them to stop talking to that person as well. But it's definitely yeah. Let's get some more. How is this person feeling about Scorpio, please? 4 of Cups. Yeah. Two of Swords, Six of Wands. Essentially, this person feels like they have to ignore you. I mean, I'm very much drawn to the eye at the back, which is they're kind of still looking through the Four Cups, but also weeping. It's feels, not peels. Like, this person feels like they have to ignore you. Ignore their desire for you. Even though they are still kind of keeping an eye on you, I would say. Because what they would want to happen with you is not an option. There wouldn't be a way for them to reach their victory and success and desire in this situation. Like, victory is not an option. Essentially, it's a lose-lose situation for this person. That's how they're feeling. They feel like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Tell me more. Ooh. Four of Swords came flying out. So tell me more. How's this person feeling about Scorpio? Oh yeah. Queen of Cups comes out. That is your energy, Scorpio. It's water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But at the bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. Underneath it is the Ace of Cups. So, oh, this person wants you, Scorpio. They may feel like you are kind-hearted, very compassionate, caring, understanding as well, and loving person. And they would love to go towards you. However, they feel like, again, there is heartbreak, but wow. Oh, there is heartbreak between the two of you coming together. That would be involved for the two of you to have something. I was just looking under what else is underneath. It's the Hanged Man, different deck, but it's there again. Hanged Man, they basically have to sacrifice having something with you because of the pain that it would cause elsewhere. Underneath the Hanged Man is the Seven of Cups and this Queen of Swords, who is livid and vengeful in this here, I would say. It's almost like this person feels like this. They feel like they have to sacrifice having something with you, but at the same time they feel stuck and they want to find a solution where they can have everything that they want, like have their cake and eat it too, but they are basically restricted and feeling like there is no choice that they can make. I feel like I just got like the Sword of Damocles hanging over their head as well. Let's get some more. Let's go this one. But I see them, like, if they have disappeared from your life, stopped talking to you, obviously from what I've described, I feel like they're suddenly reappearing and making an apology as to why they have been MIA for recently. But I don't think they're completely being open as to the fact that that is because they're having some sort of blow up with this third party, their partner. They are desiring, like, longing, craving you, and trying to think of, like, what they could have with you. Like, how far could they go? How far could they stretch it? Almost like moving the goalposts, I'm getting a little bit, to fit so that they can not be so frustrated about wanting to express to you everything that they feel. Oh goodness. What is coming towards Scorpio next in love, please? Honeymooning in reverse. I cannot deal with how many of your oracle cards come out in reverse, Scorpio. This one would say, love on the brain, talking often, feeling all the feels. In reverse. Wow. Tell me more of what's coming towards Scorpio next. Jeez Louise. Thank you. Extra. Dramatic, trying too hard, starter. Oh god. I feel like that's their partner. reading up, doing the research, learning more, gaining insight. Why is extra here? Wow, ghost in reverse. No closure, cowardice, disappearing act, but it's in reverse. I mean, you have on this running card that came out in reverse, it says ghosting, the first word. So this person is popping back up, reappearing before your eyes. Why extra? Oh, good grief. Karmics. Third parties hate it. I mean, this is the snake. This is the other person, other woman, other man, depending, who is, well, we saw it at the start, karmic relationship was at the bottom of the first oracle deck at one point. This person is dramatic and may cause a scene, or may cause a lot of turbulence, a lot of stress for the person who is reappearing in your life. They're going to hit the roof, basically. But the person who's reappearing, the person who ghosted or disappeared, basically, did a disappearing act, is, the bottom of the deck is tiptoeing, avoiding getting caught, acting shady, sneaking around. They're tiptoeing so that the dramatic karmic in this situation doesn't, or trying to make sure they don't find out effectively. Jesus. Let's get this one. So, what is going to be happening between Scorpio and this person going forward? What is going to be happening between Scorpio and this person going forward? Hold on. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so the Four of Swords came out first. That, I feel like that's more someone being a little bit tight-lipped and not giving you the full story. The Ten of Cups came out, which would suggest the two of you, this is the two of you coming back together and feeling feeling all the feels, feeling joy, feeling happiness, but it's also almost feels, the fact that the honeymoon card came out in reverse, it almost feels like a false joy. Like, it feels wonderful in the moment, but then you feel like this is short term. Like, it doesn't feel like a honeymooning kind of happiness that you can actually trust as such. And then the other cards that came out, we have the High Priestess that came out on the top of the elusive card. So you know something's up, basically, Scorpio. You know there's something that this person is not telling you. So they might be lying next to you in that bed, but they are not giving you the full story of why they're there or what's really going on. And then the other card that came out was the Four of Wands in reverse with the High Priestess. So you know shiz has hit the fan, basically, in some sort of commitment that this person was in. But they're not giving you a straight answer. Why not? Why aren't they? The Sun, I think they just want to focus on feeling happy and not kind of face up to... Yeah, they're just kind of like a living... Can we just enjoy this moment? Why aren't they just talking to Scorpio about what's going on? The Queen of Cups came out on top of the Queen of Cups. I think they just want to feel your like loving embrace. They want to feel like happy again being with you, but they may feel like if they told you the full story, then you wouldn't, your energy towards them would change, would shift. You wouldn't look at them with the same, like, innocent love in your eyes, is kind of what I'm getting as well. The Sun, there is like a little touch of innocent naivety, but in a lovely way, because it talks about that kind of, the happiness you have as a child as well, because you don't know all the stuff that really goes on in the world. Yeah, Ace of Wands. I think it's also that they want to keep the things quiet, and the elusiveness could also be that they don't want this karmic knowing what they're doing. They have made a choice to walk away from that other person. Why is that? Why the finality with the karmic? I mean, we're not complaining, but why? Wow. The Seven of Wands and the Tower. Oh my god. And the deck split when those came out to show the Five of Pentacles and the Devil. You know what I was saying about someone just trying to put a cork in like a big bag of air that's just inflating until the pressure is getting to a point where that cork is just flying across the room? It feels like the karmic was trying to block them. It could be about control. It could have been trying to control them, or it was this karmic. They might not have even been together at this point, because this, as I was saying at the start, this was someone who was not about to let this person go and be able to move on with their life. So this blockage that I keep seeing with the Seven of Wands, it could well have actually been the karmic coming up with ways to stop this person from releasing the situation, which was pretty much already over. I feel like something that they are doing here, it would almost be like they're already broken up, but this person is calling them every time they break a nail, male or female, and demanding that they must. I'm saying that because I'm staring at this extra card, and demanding that this person drop everything and come over to help them. But it's like, how are they supposed to move on with their life and move on with you, Scorpio, or just be independent and be free of that situation when they're constantly being drawn back into it? Is basically what I'm getting. And it is hitting the fan. But basically this person doesn't want that karmic to know that they are returning to you, someone that they did do a disappearing act on. And because it's almost like that karmic will do everything they can to ruin any happiness that the two of you might be feeling, to kind of sour any honeymoon phase, and basically just attach their toxic energy to your connection and drag it down to their level. My god. Let's use this one. Anything else you can tell me for Scorpio, please, or what's going to be happening here going forward? The Ace of Pentacles. Hold on. What's going to be happening for Scorpio in this situation going forward? We have the Hanged Man and the Ten of Cups. Why the Hanged Man? Queen of Swords. The Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Scorpio, I have to say, for some of you, this opportunity is presenting itself, but you may now... It's almost, if this is the case, then I think this message is important to hear, because what I'm getting is that what you wanted to happen with this person is presenting itself. What you wanted before is presenting itself, but it's almost like this toxic karmic, their involvement has you questioning if you and this person can ever really be happy. It's, for some of you, you're going to feel like, because of this person trying to ruin this situation, that you don't deserve to be happy with this person. And it's almost like you're getting karma for wanting someone who was still involved with somebody else. they're not involved. They are detaching completely from that person who was. I feel like we've all at some point been somebody's karmic, because it's not that you're an evil person if you're a karmic in a relationship, karmic relationship, but that is the whole point of karmic relationship, is for you to learn from it and evolve. And I swear we've all been someone's karmic at one point, especially when you're younger and you're going through the relationships which you get into for, and you stay in unhealthy dynamics for reasons that you hadn't actually acknowledged within yourself until you go through it, if you know what I mean. But so this person is, they are being like left because this is not healthy, what was happening between your person and this karmic. And they are in this very toxic place because they need to actually acknowledge things about themselves, and work on them, and also acknowledge when a situation is unhealthy instead of trying to sit in stagnant waters and put, like, when it's obviously not healthy. You know, if you sit in sewage, it is not good for you. That will leach into your skin, just as sitting in like pure fresh mountain spring water will also do you a world of good. But if you sit in sewage water, you're going to get sick. Like, and this karmic, that relationship turned from water to sewage, and they stayed sitting in it. I think that's the best way I can describe it as a metaphor. And like anytime that your person tried to get out of that stank water, they got dragged back into it by the karmic. But this person needs to cleanse themselves, and instead they are trying to, out of a need for vengeance, feeling, it's much easier to try and throw swamp water at the other person rather than look at yourself and deal with yourself. And this person wants to basically poison any happiness that you and this person will have out of, pain, anger, from, they're in a very bad place. They want to, and what I was talking about is because I feel like there is a message for someone out there that you might change your mind about being happy with this person that you want to be with, or you wanted to be with, because of the involvement of this karmic. And I would just say, if that is the case, then you're basically letting the karmic win. So that might just be a message for someone out there, not for everyone. What else is going to be happening between Scorpio and this person going forward? We have the Four of Cups in reverse. Tell me more. Oh, good grief. Okay, the Four of Cups in reverse. The Hermit in reverse did come out on top of this Queen of Swords. So there is some unwise, unawakened behaviour going on. Then the King and Queen of Pentacles both came out individually, one by one, and which is Earth Energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and the divine, like a divine pair, also would be like a wonderful couple of commitment, long-term, nurturing each other, generous to each other in every way, obviously not just monetarily, but like loving, effort, time, very healthy bond, and a Magician as well. So that is basically what is manifesting for the two of you. Four of Cups in reverse. I did say how this person was like having to ignore you and pretend like you're not there, whilst also thinking about you and being hurt about the fact that they are having to ignore you and not express their desire and their love and affection for you. But that's in reverse. So that is changing. But basically the karmic, as I've already described, she was going to, or he or she in real life, I'm just saying she because it's the Queen of Swords, is going to be acting in a very like you have not thought this through, how you're acting, basically. Now, at the bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. Three of Swords, underneath that is the Sun. This is... and underneath the Sun is the Queen of Cups, which is you, Scorpio. We've seen it twice already. And then underneath the Scorpio is the Devil. So basically, and look how the Devil is like this giant shadow that is hanging over these two people. Basically, Scorpio, you're going to have to navigate this very carefully and with like your higher vibe self, or maybe get some advice, tap into someone who you really appreciate their wisdom on these situations, because basically you're getting everything that you wanted with this person, but it feels like it comes at the cost of having this toxic energy still in the midst, and it's bittersweet. It's like your love, your happiness with the Sun and the Queen of Cups is sandwiched in between the Devil and the Three of Swords, which is the karmic third party. So obviously there's just definitely some careful to how you're navigating this, so that also you don't self-sabotage because of wanting to give up on this, on what could be with this person that you have affection for, and they the same to you, because there's someone else who's hating on it. That's what I've got for you this time, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here and for watching and for all the support to the channel. Please do hit the thumbs up button for me, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I put up my next video. And if it did resonate for you at all, leave me a comment and let me know. I wish you all my very best, my wonderful Scorpios. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.